lot of people don't realize that the accident actually happened in 1946. Many people had no idea.
It was a major train wreck that shook Naperville's small town of 5,000 people, but it also tells a story of community working together. On April 25, 1946, two trains crashed into each other on Loomis Street. The advance flyer made an unscheduled stop because a crew member saw something shoot out from under the train. Though signals were triggered, there wasn't enough time for the Exposition Flyer, running 2 or 3 minutes behind the first train, to stop. The result of the crash caused 45 deaths, with many injured. 10 service members returning from World War II were a part of the casualties. 75 years later, there are some who remember the event or have family members who were there.
And of course it was a mess. The back car was laid open like a tin can. The diesel was halfway through it. And my dad and Kraler's, almost all the workers worked and helped. Naperville was small. We had no hospital. We had no emergency system like we have today.
My Aunt Callista Worley, who was one of Dad's 12 brothers and sisters, she was home on leave. She was a Marine, and she happened to be home. And she came down and she helped manage the disaster.
None of the passengers were from Naperville, but the whole community did their part, whether that was rescuing the injured or making sure people were fed.
Everyone jumped in and got the rescue mission done and worked together, and really brought the community together to work as one.
In 2014, the Naperville Century Walk unveiled a sculpture, Tragedy to Triumph, to serve as a reminder of that day.
A sailor to represent the sailors that were on the train, a KELLER worker to represent the factory workers that helped out, and then a victim, and they're helping one of the crash victims away from the crash.
KUHN and members who were on the committee to build the memorial gathered today, which marks the 75th anniversary of the crash. The artist shared a fact many don't know. KELLER's father picked up a windshield wiper from the crash, and KELLER kept it all these years.
Right when I was working on the KELLER worker of the memorial and had the chest open, it wasn't filled in yet, he came in with this windshield wiper and was like, "Can you use it now?" And he told me the story of how his dad was a KELLER worker. I was like, this makes perfect sense. I'm going to put it inside the KELLER worker's chest where his heart would be.
The group hopes to bring family members of the crash victims for a bigger remembrance on the 80th anniversary. Reporting for Naperville News 17, I'm Aisha Ashley Hausa.